Hi, I'm Nora McInerny. I am an author and I am the host of the podcast Terrible Thanks for Asking. I am answering a question that I get very often, which is what should I do for a death anniversary? I get variations on this question pretty often, and the most recent time I got it was from a person who had lost a loved one. It was coming up on the first death anniversary. And here's what I have to say about death anniversaries. They can be whatever you want them to be. I know people in the widow community, in the child loss community, in the I've lost a parent or a sibling or a best friend or an uncle or whatever, people in the grief community, which, by the way, will eventually include all of us who don't celebrate death anniversaries at all, who consider that to just sort of be like a day that is just not as significant to them as a person's birthday, as their wedding anniversary, as whatever kind of day is significant to them. The first death anniversary for my husband, Aaron, felt incredibly fraught. This day loomed ahead of me, November 25th, and I thought I have to do the exact right thing. What is that? Do I, release doves? Do we go to the spot in the river where we had finally dumped his ashes, the place where he wanted to be spread? Do I, sit in silence at the exact moment of his death? Do I do something really special with our child? Like, I felt the need to establish a routine, to establish a tradition right away. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I felt like this pressure to have it all figured out when I hadn't done it yet. So to me, the first death anniversary is a trial, right? You get to feel however you're going to feel on this day. Keep the plans as loose as possible and feel it out. If you wake up that day and you think, actually, I want to be alone, then you can be alone. If you wake up and you're like, no, I actually want to host that parade that I planned through all of, his favorite places, then do that. But what you do this first death anniversary or any death anniversary after that is not a blood oath. You are not signing yourself up for some unbreakable tradition. This is for you, the living person, a way to celebrate the person that you miss. The point is, especially the first year, you should not have this expectation that you have it all figured out. Grief, especially the first year of grief, is so chaotic. It's so chaotic. Every single day is significant in that first year. It's the first time you've paid your taxes alone. It's the first time you've, ordered a McDonald's fries and Coke without this person. Every single thing is a first. And so try to give yourself grace. Try to use this death anniversary, this first anniversary, as kind of like a way to observe how you feel. My favorite way to celebrate Aaron is not his death anniversary. The first year, Ralph and I actually, our son, Ralph, and I left Minneapolis, where we lived at the time, where Aaron died, and we went to Los Angeles. I stayed at my friend Tyler's house, and we ate pizza, and we went on a hike, and we howled at coyotes, and we just had like a mother-son day. Another year, we did go visit Aaron at the river where we spread him. Another year, we hung out with family. Every year, it has been a really like a big variation. And for the past 2 years, I've really spent that day kind of on my own. I just sort of like let that day be whatever it needs to be. The past 2 years, Ralph went to school on that day because he wanted to, and I don't want him to ever feel like he has to spend a day being sad. His dad would hate that. His dad literally would. And also, you can miss and celebrate a person on any day. My favorite way to celebrate Aaron is his birthday. Aaron was a huge birthday person. He loved his own birthday. He called it Aaron Fest from like his teenage years through, the end of his life. He celebrated his birthday big time, called it Aaron Fest, would have like a multi-day extravaganza. He loved other people's birthdays. He was crazy generous, always tried to do something special for them. I've tried to take that on too and be more of a birthday person, even though it's my natural inclination to just literally forget people's birthdays. Like my current husband. I'm like, oh my God, September? Really? He does not feel like a September 2nd birthday to me at all. He feels like February. Honestly, I feel like his birthday should be in February. We might have to just like rebrand Matthew from a Virgo. I don't know. Anyways, Aaron Fest now for us. We do Aaron's favorite things. We eat Taco Bell. We drink Mountain Dew. And for people who drink alcohol, they drink Grain Belt, which is like, I'm so sorry to like blaspheme this, Aaron, but I hate that beer. It tastes, like even just remembering the taste of it, it tastes like sweet pea. It tastes like pea with sugar mixed in it. How do I know what pea tastes like? I don't know. I've got a good imagination. Ugh, God. And most importantly, I buy something completely unnecessary and very generous for every kid in our lives. So my nieces and nephews, my children, including the ones that with Matthew who never knew Aaron, we all get together. Everyone gets something absolutely unnecessary. Last year, everyone got like a brand new pair of Nikes that they like had their eye on. Everybody gets something just dumb and extravagant, and that's how we celebrate Aaron. So the TLDR is to give yourself a break, to try out a bunch of stuff, and to realize that, I don't know, there's just not that much urgency. The fact of grief is that you are going to live with this for the rest of your life. So you have the rest of your life to figure out how you want to remember this person and how you want to celebrate them.